it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to create with the newest Softlex company design kit, Badlands? This kit was based on the national parks, and I will leave a link down below in the description for the unboxing of this kit. And if there are any available, I will leave a link down below in the description for that as well. This is kind of the necklace idea that I'm going to start to create. It was such a beautiful color palette. There were some turquoise colors and then these beautiful autumn colors. And they gave us copper wire, which is one of their metallic soft flex in the kit. So I just thought it'd be really pretty for just a autumn design. We also have these little 3mm gem cuts that remind me of Amazonite, which is one of my favorite gemstones. And I might add those in. I'm not sure yet. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. Below in the description, I will leave a link for all the playlists for these design kits. Let's start creating. So we're going to start with our soft flex wire and we're going to attach our pendant. So we're going to need about 3 inches of our copper soft flex wire. This copper pendant was just a beautiful addition to the piece. And I had mentioned in my unboxing, if you're familiar with metal stamping or engraving, you might be able to stamp or engrave a message or a special symbol on the other side. So we're going to start with our pendant and just slide it on our soft flex wire. We're going to be making like a little jump ring or a bail with our wire. Then I'm going to add in one of these super sparkly beads and one of these little 3x5 gem cuts. So I want my pendant in the middle, and we're just going to add on one of the little gem beads. And it will fit through both soft flex wires. Sometimes that can be a little tricky. And we just want that to slide right over our pendant. We want to just give it a little bit of wiggle room, but it's a tight enough fit where it's going to keep our pendant stationary. Now we're going to attach this beautiful crystal, and this was part of the exclusive Jesse James bead mix. So we're going to add that on. We have to have sparkle in our design. We're going to add in one of our little copper 2x2s, and we're going to slide it over both soft flex wires. This can be a little tricky. The copper soft flex 2x2s tend to be a little bit tighter than the other metals. And then we're going to take one of our soft flex and pass it back through our 2x2. Soft flex 2x2 can hold 3 pieces of the medium soft flex wire. To pass back through, and I have a fairly large loop, but that's okay because it's going to nestle between these 2 beads. So we're going to take our pliers and we're just going to go ahead and flatten our 2x2. And then I'm just going to rotate and round the 2x2. This is just going to give it a more professional finish and make it look like a little bead. Now we have that extra little soft flex, so we're just going to trim off anything extra, making sure not to cut our loop. And then any remaining soft flex, you can save it for another project. And we have our loop going the right way, so it's going to attach just like a pendant. We're going to need 18 to 20 inches for our soft flex wire. And I don't have a lot of beads, but that's okay. I'm going to let my soft flex wire show in my design. Copper is such a beautiful color, perfect for fall, and it's metallic, so it has a little bit of that shimmer. So we're going to add on our beautiful pendant that we just made. With my little gem cuts at the end of my necklace. And then we're just going to add on the beads. Comment down below what you thought of this beautiful kit. And as you can see, it's going to move freely with the pendant. Another design option is you could also add some seed beads on there. That just kind of steps up your design. So we're going to add on all these beautiful autumn color beads. So pretty. Autumn is my favorite season, so anything in this color palette, I'm super excited for. Couple design options with this. We can leave it as is and let our beautiful soft flex wire show. And the optional step would be to add a 2x2 here at each side. By adding a 2x2, it keeps the beads stationary, so they're not going to move on the soft flex wire. It's just a design preference. For this necklace, I am going to keep my beads stationary, and you will want them to be in the center of the necklace. So at the back, when you add your clasp, it will be even. So we're going to slide on our 2x2 in copper right over that 3 millimeter gem cut bead. The bead next to it was a little bit bigger, and I didn't want my 2x2 to slide into the bead. So we're just going to take our pliers and give it a smash, and then I'll go back and round that in just a moment. It's stationary enough where I can add on the other one, just so I don't have my beads moving around on the necklace. So you want to make sure everything is nice and secure. And then we're just going to flatten our 2x2 and then rotate and round. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to attach our clasp. So I'm going to use the lobster claw that came in the kit. Two more 2x2s, and I'm adding in 6 millimeter jump rings. I don't have any in copper, so I'm going to be using gold just to kind of highlight some of the autumn colors in the necklace. So you want to make sure that our necklace is fairly the same size. We're going to add on one 2x2 and a jump ring. The reason I like to add jump rings onto my wire, in case I want to switch out my clasp, I can just open up the jump ring without having to restring my whole project. So we're just going to pass it back through our 2x2. We want just a little bit of wiggle room. We don't want it to be too tight and cause tension. And then we're just going to give it a squeeze and rotate. And we have that little bit of a tail that we'll trim in just a moment. And for this one, we're going to attach our lobster claw to our clasp. We're just going to take our pliers and twist side to side and on that lobster claw and close. You should hear a little click when your jump ring is secure. And then we're going to slide on another 2x2 and that jump ring. Pass back through our 2x2. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. They don't have to be perfect. And then we're just going to take our pliers and flatten that last 2x2 and round. We've almost completed our beautiful necklace. So any of our leftover soft flex wires, we're just going to trim, making sure not to trim the wire from the necklace. Have our beautiful Badlands necklace using the newest Softlex Company design kit. Our little compass pendant here, beautiful autumn colors. It kind of goes into an illusion style to let the beautiful Softlex wire show in metallic copper. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below for all the items I used in today's video, as well as playlists featuring the newest design kit. Have an awesome day.